It's been a day of horror in Kashmir. Terrorists from the Jaish-e-Mohammed have carried out a major attack in the Pulwama district. This afternoon, a convoy belonging to the Central Reserve Police Force was targeted by a car bomb in Avantipora. There were 78 vehicles in this convoy. It was on its way from Jammu to Srinagar. One vehicle that was part of the convoy was targeted. A car laden with more than 100 kilograms of explosives rammed into the CRPF bus, killing 40 personnel in an instant. Many others were injured. This is the first major terrorist attack in Kashmir in the last 3 years and the biggest in almost 2 decades.
The terror incident, the CRPF convoy, which was coming from Jammu and going towards Srinagar, was attacked. We have suffered damage to the vehicle as well as to the men. We suspect that it was a vehicle-bound attack. All injured have been shifted to the hospital. At the site, we are doing the post-blast analysis. All that is going to take some time.
A total of 2,500 CRPF personnel were part of this convoy. 3 years ago, the very same terror outfit, the Jaish-e-Mohammed, had targeted the Army Brigade headquarters in Uri, killing more than 19 people. The suicide bomber in today's attack has been identified as Adil Ahmed. He joined the Jaish-e-Mohammed reportedly in 2018. The terrorists have released a video of him. We've decided not to broadcast it. Prime Minister of India, Mr. Narendra Modi, has condemned the terrorist attack. I'm quoting from his tweet now. Attack on CRPF personnel in Pulwama is despicable. I strongly condemn this dastardly attack. The sacrifices of our brave security personnel shall not go in vain. The entire nation stands shoulder to shoulder with the families of the brave martyrs. May the injured recover quickly. Home Minister Rajnath Singh, who was scheduled to travel to Bihar tomorrow, has cancelled his trip. He will now go to Srinagar. The Governor of Jammu and Kashmir, Satyapal Malik, has said that this attack seems to have been guided from across the border. Let's go straight to our correspondent, Ishan Wani, who's joining us live from Srinagar. Ishan, it sounds like a sorry cliche given the circumstances, but I cannot think of a better way of asking this. How is the situation on the ground right now?
Well, Palki, condemnations pouring in from all corners of the society, even in Kashmir Valley. 40 CRPF personnel have lost their life in this drastic attack which happened on the Srinagar-Jammu National Highway. Remember, the highway was shut for several days because of the bad weather conditions. So these people may have been part of a team which was on way from Jammu to Srinagar and were stuck in these landslides that occurred on the National Highway. Now, remember, this is what initial details are suggesting, that this was a car which was laden with an explosive at around 100 kilograms and that rammed into a car. Remember, there's a standard operating procedure for these vehicles that there is some distance maintained between the two vehicles. So was it followed? These are the questions. There are certain questions that are being thrown at the security forces where the SOP is followed. Remember, there are already bunkers constructed on this highway because this has been time and time again the target of these militant outfits. But most of these cases we have seen that they try to fire at them and then try to run away. But this particular attack is deadly in a way that this is an explosive, an IED, a suicide bomber was involved in this particular attack, which hasn't been heard since 2004 when the last time that a car was rammed into a security force establishment in the Kashmir Valley. Before that, an assembly attack wherein at least 50 people lost their lives. So this series of deadly attack being carried out in Kashmir Valley right now is something which is sad, and there will be a security assessment of the situation. But remember, there was an intel input that there might be an attack which may be carried on this particular stretch, which has been time and time again targeted by the militant outfits.
Well, we've heard this before, haven't we? That were the SOPs followed? Was there intelligence? Was there an intelligence input? Was it actionable intelligence? These are things that we've come to understand that follow the narrative in case of such attacks. Emergency meetings have been held today. The National Security Advisor has taken control, I understand, Ishan. The Home Minister is visiting Kashmir tomorrow. How do you see this playing out in the days ahead?
Well, definitely Rajnath Singh has scheduled a meeting with all the forces personnel, the top brass of the forces, including the Army, CRPF and the Jammu and Kashmir Police tomorrow. He will assess the situation and then further everything will be clear that what is the situation, how the forces are how will the forces deal with this particular situation. The NI is sending their forensic team to Kashmir so that the evidences could be collected, although it's raining and snowing at several places in the Kashmir Valley. But the place has been covered with a tarpaulin so that the evidence does not get destroyed. Remember, this was a big car, not a small one. on. At least police is saying, sources are saying that it was a Scorpio vehicle which was used for this particular attack. A local resident Adil is said to be involved in this particular attack, as has been claimed by the Jaish-e-Mohammed, and his video has been made viral by them only. Now it will take some time for the security forces to actually, lay a web and catch these people who are involved. This cannot happen without the help of OGWs, which are overground workers, who just inform them that the vehicle is passing through that particular area. Now the things to be seen are also that was somebody from the inside passing on the information, that how did they know that this vehicle will pass through the area at a certain point. These are the operational things, and this will only come to fore when the forces lay a web and arrest these people who may be involved. But the IG of the Jammu and Kashmir Police has said that they will soon try to crack this particular attack, because this is not a small attack. It is being seen something big. Condemnation from Mehbooba Mufti, Umar Abdullah and other people as well. Rajnath Singh has cancelled his Bihar visit tomorrow, and he'll be landing in Kashmir Valley. So this speaks about the intensity of this particular attack and how deadly it has been for the security forces.
Of course, and a thought for the families of all these victims. 40 security men, CRPF men killed in one instant. Ishan Wani, thanks very much. A horrid day, as we said, for Kashmir. Security forces have begun investigating the terror attack on the CRPF convoy. Home Minister Rajnath Singh has spoken to the governor of the state, Satyapal Malik, about the situation. The governor, remember, is running the administration because the state assembly remains suspended. Rajnath Singh has promised stern action against the perpetrators.
इस आतंकी हमले का समुचित जवाब देने के लिए सारा देश एकजुट है। हम अपनी जिम्मेदारियों को अच्छी तरह समझते हैं और देश की जनता को यह भरोसा देते हैं कि इस पर जो भी कार्रवाई करना आवश्यक है उसे करने में हम कोई कसर नहीं छोड़ेंगे। हम शांति और अमन को भंग करने वालों के नापाक मंसूबों को नाकाम करने के लिए पूरी तरह से दृढ़ संकल्पित हैं। हम देश को आश्वस्त करना चाहते हैं।
Opposition Congress Party has called this the 18th biggest terror attack under the Modi government. Even as the death toll was being established, the Congress questioned the Modi government's Kashmir policy.
Modi ji, nation wants to know, why do you continue to compromise on national security in this fashion? After Uri, this is the biggest second terror attack on Indian soil. When will the 56 inches chest really grow forward to defend our borders and to defend our jawans? Every day when we receive the dead bodies of our jawan who have martyred themselves for defending our borders, for defending the Bharat Mata, Prime Minister Modi remains mum. Even today, as our jawans fight the battle between life and death, Prime Minister Modi is a mute spectator and a silent spectator.
Meanwhile, the Modi government has made it clear that the perpetrators will be dealt with an iron fist. Congress General Secretary Priyanka Gandhi demanded tough action. BSP Chief Mayawati has condemned the terrorists. Former Chief Ministers of Jammu and Kashmir, Umar Abdullah and Mehbooba Mufti, have also spoken.
ऐसी हालत में जहां इतने सारे लोग एकदम से जिनको जो शहीद किए जाएं और उनकी फैमिलीज का क्या हाल होगा, उनकी फैमिलीज पे जो इस वक्त जो उनकी फैमिलीज के ऊपर एक तूफान आ गया है, कैसे संभालेंगे इसको? मैं उम्मीद करती हूं कि न सिर्फ मरकजी सरकार बल्कि तमाम जो मुल्क की हमारी जमातें हैं, सब मिलके इस मसले का कोई हल निकालें ताकि ये खून खराबा हमेशा के लिए बंद हो जाए।
This is the worst terror attack in India since Uri. Back in 2016, an armed terrorist had entered an army base and opened fire on soldiers. This attack was similar to the one in Mumbai. The terrorists were carrying AK-47 assault rifles and grenades that were supplied from Pakistan. Today's terrorist attack is a marked shift in strategy by the Jaish-e-Mohammed. This attack was carried out by a lone wolf who rammed a car that was laden with explosives. It's the deadliest since the terror attack on Jammu and Kashmir Legislative Assembly in 2001. Back then, 3 terrorists from the Jaish-e-Mohammed had rammed a car, also loaded with explosives, into the main gate of the State Assembly. 38 people had been killed then. Similarly, in 2005, a car bomb had exploded an armoured Indian Army vehicle, killing 4 army personnel. The Hizbul Mujahideen had claimed responsibility. But what was different about today's attack was the use of an improvised explosive device, or IED. IEDs have been rarely used in terror strikes in Jammu and Kashmir. Such bombs have a power source. The blast is often triggered by a switch. At this point, there are some unanswered questions as well. Soon after the blast, there were reports of firing. Were there accomplices with Adil Ahmed Dar, the terrorist who was inside the car? Are those accomplices still at large? We do not know. Second, Did the CRPF force fail to sensitize the road before they allowed this large convoy to pass? The question that was answered within minutes of the attack was this: who was behind it? Terror outfit Jaish-e-Mohammed. It has claimed responsibility and called it a Fidain attack. Now, Jaish-e-Mohammed is a jihadist outfit aimed at separating Kashmir from India. The terror group has carried out several attacks in India, especially in Jammu and Kashmir. It is also close to the Taliban and Al-Qaeda in Afghanistan. As global pressure mounted, Pakistan was forced to ban the Jaish-e-Mohammed in 2002, but that was just on paper. The outfit continues to operate several facilities in Pakistan. JEM, along with the Lashkar-e-Toiba, was responsible for the 2001 attack on the Indian Parliament. It was also suspected to be behind the Pathankot attack in January 2016 and the Uri attack in September 2016. The Jaish-e-Mohammed's founder and leader, Maulana Masood Azhar, is regarded as a close associate of Osama bin Laden. His stated objectives are to divide Kashmir from India and to carry out jihad to other parts of this country. It is an outfit that has been backed by China in the past. Masood Azhar was released by India in exchange for passengers of the hijacked airliner IC-184. He remains to this day in Pakistan. India wants him designated as a global terrorist, a move that China has blocked not once, not twice, but 5 times at the United Nations Security Council. So depending on the world to fight your wars is futile. United Nations designations are significant yet symbolic beyond a point. The Modi government in the past has chosen to respond to such attacks in kind. Soon after the terror attack in Uri, India carried out surgical strikes in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. The Indian Prime Minister had described that operation as a befitting reply to Pakistan. This is how India had hit back.
September 29, 2016, 6:15 a.m. A terror launch pad was struck. The bunker situated well into Pakistani territory was target number 1. Videos captured by unmanned aerial vehicles and thermal imaging cameras show the bunker completely destroyed. Another target hit. Target number 2. Destroyed in a precision strike by Indian Army's Special Forces at 6:13 a.m. before target number 1. Cameras mounted on the helmets of the soldiers capture the burning bunker in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. Target number 3. Footage shows smoke billowing out of a bunker. Another launch pad shredded to pieces as an Indian Army mortar hits right on target. Footage from before the strike shows a group of men standing by the terror launch pad, some of whom appear to be Pakistan Army soldiers. Target number 4. Footage captured by India's forces shows movement of 5 terrorists. That was at 4:32 a.m. 4:38 a.m. Targets eliminated, multiple shots fired to take them out. Target number 4 was the first operation that was carried out. As many as 38 terrorists were killed in the operation. This 8-minute-long video silencing all those who questioned if the strike ever took place at all. Bureau Report, WION.
The surgical strikes set a precedent. The government of India had made its stand clear. New Delhi will not tolerate those who export terror. Tonight there are calls for another surgical strike. But strategy and sentiment must be kept separate. The government of India, of Prime Minister Modi, is faced with a tough choice today. Should it cut diplomatic ties with Pakistan? Can it launch a surgical strike before the general election? Can it be seen to be doing nothing in an election season? What should it do now? We await answers just like you do, and our prayers with the families of those who died today.